In celebration of National Co-Responder and Crisis Responder Week, the Peoria Police Department hosting a luncheon to detail their co-response team and share what they do. Peoria Police partnered with Trillium Place to bring social workers and mental health professionals on calls with police to assess whether a person is experiencing a mental health crisis. Within the past year, the co-responder pilot program has responded to over 100 calls. That's between summer 2024 and 2025. Well, today, this group spoke about how they've been helping people rebuild after a crisis.
A lot of our cases are domestic violence. We've had the opportunity to help relocate victims, provide temporary housing.
Jaleel says so far the co-responder program has responded to 60 calls. They feel they might top last year's total. Lawmakers, including Speaker Pro Tem Jahan Gordon Booth, allocated $10 million to create this program in 2022.